Computer. Woo!
There you go.
Okay, you guys, this is Team Visionaries Monday night training, and I'm so glad you're all here. And if you're just coming on, why don't you go ahead and mute yourself? And I've asked the lovely Tuesday to be able to, Tuesday on a Monday, to be my co-host and mute people when they come in and take care of the chat box as well, if you don't mind. And I just want to welcome everybody. It was a crazy last, what, 2.5 years. 2022 just kind of was an extension of 2021, and heaven forbid ever do 2020 over again. But I'm going to do these Monday night trainings with a little bit of pizzazz and involve everybody as much as I possibly can. But I just want to thank you right off the get-go for Daniel Meyer putting this video together with all of our drops, even our two brand new ones, Air and Happy, and start our presentation off and training that way. And 2023, hello. I'm so glad to see you. And we're already 9 days into it. Do you guys realize how many things have already happened in just the first 9 days? Now, last year, we had, in fact, last month, we had a lot of people come into this team in particular, and it was fun to watch people really getting out there and going for it in December. And there were a lot of things going on. I mean, people were just getting back from the cruise that we took in Egypt, and people were going for earning the cruise for 2023. And there's some of you on here that have already finished part one of that, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But is there anybody on here, and you can unmute yourself, that has a win or a brag from just the last week alone? Because every week this is going to change. I know it was a quiet week, so we didn't see too much movement in there, but it is nice to keep seeing those surprise little messages you get in your back office. Congratulations, you have blah, 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 blah. So we want to see more of those happening with you guys. So anybody on that would like to share, is there a win or a brag for the week? Can you unmute yourselves? And there might not be. So I know it was a quiet week. So let me see if okay, I see everybody there. So let's just go ahead and move along. I do want to let you guys know that Friday night we had, if you weren't on it, it was really fun. We had our Friday night once a month cocktail hour. Well, actually it was 2 hours. And it was really fun because you get your leaders, your corporate directors, and they talk about what it was that helps motivate them. You know, what do they want to go for this next year, and earn these really cool, awards that you can get. And, I remember saying one time to Tina, I said, I don't care about recognition. And she looked at me square in the face, and she pointed her finger and she goes, you do too. Everybody does. And, I got to thinking about that after a while. At some point we just go, well, I don't know that I really care about it. But you know what, you guys, people love to be recognized for what it is they've done, what they've accomplished, even if it's a little brag. I mean, like Randy Kiefer winning for the prize for the year of Rapid Funnel, and I think he got 10 products on top of that for having the most amount of engagements in the time period there. That was wonderful. I think it was the whole month of December, but he fought for that. And we've decided that, we want to fight for some things. And I remember the Golden Bee Award, the Diamond Flight Golden Bee Award, the Diamond Flight pin. I didn't even know that I earned that until somebody said, well, wait a minute, you've got 11 diamonds, and when did you do that? And I did it from September to the 31st of October, right when I first came in 2020. And that is the easiest time to do stuff, you guys, is right when you come in, when you're gathering groups of people it was the easiest time to do it. Now it takes a little bit longer because you pretty much talk to everybody that you've had on your list. And now we're going through leads or bringing people into our funnel and working it that way. But you people that come in brand spanking new, there's a great one for you right there. And find something on this page here that you might want to possibly go for and earn that award. Because I know some of you, 5 of you from this team alone, there's about 129, maybe 140 people that have already done part 1 of the cruise for 2023, and 5 of you are on this team here. I'm so proud of you. That pick one of these awards and work toward it and be recognized there, because I got to tell you, we're all sitting there, there's about I don't know, 18, 20 of us from the United States. There's other countries there as well, but we're sitting in our own little group, and we notice this group of people. There's like 11 of them. They're all same people. They're getting these awards, and we're like, wait a minute. And then Tina D'Angelo's name came up, and we're like, what? And then Yvette Smith, I think that's her name. Her name came up, and we're like, we were blown away. So we're all thinking, wait a minute, why don't we make the biggest effort that we can to possibly earn something and be recognized every single month here in the United States, with maybe not something like this that's for the national APL planet, but something that we can bring up. So I've got something for you guys at the end of this. So I got to tell you, the only reason I put this up there, because there were so many other awards, and you guys know me. I don't make a big deal about anything that I've done. I want to shine you guys. I want to have you guys be the shining stars there. But this blew me away when I saw Sherry Denny as top recurring order volume. I know how that happened, you guys. It was this whole team coming together. And at the end of the month, we're making those phone calls. We're making sure that nobody misses out on their 40 PV or, whatever their volume they had to do to keep active for the next month. That's what made this happen. And it was a total team effort every single month from the 26th to the 30th. So I want to thank you guys for that. But that was fun. I did not expect that at all. And yes, it brought me to tears when I saw it, because I'm looking up here at all these other names, and I go, wait a minute, what? That was fun. I want to see your names on stuff like that. So let's get over here to the cruise tracker. We hope this is going to be in Greece. That's why I put this cute little picture of Greece here. I have no clue where that ship came from, but we do have an updated tracker there. Now, as you know, option 1 has on step 1, option 1, you can still do as long as you have just signed up, and you have 45 days from December 1st to I believe actually the end of March to get your 45 days to get 2000 PV. So, like we've mentioned this before, if somebody comes in on, I don't know, the 20th of February, do they have 45 days? No, but they do have to the end of March 31st to get all that information, all that volume, I'm sorry. Option 2 is still available for people that were able to do the 550 PV in November, and then they did it in December, and now you're doing it in January, 550 PV over your monthly activity of 40 or 80, 100, whatever that is. And as you can tell now, option 3 is already passed, and so has option 4. And then this down here, step 2, we're slowly filling those in. I think I've seen one person come really close, and that's Linda McBee on another team, but I think she only has 4 more points to go. And that's going to be fun. So there's 5 of you on here that I know of. And I don't know, I might have your names on the next slide here. Did I do that? I did not do that. Shame on me. I was going to put that in here. But there's 5 of you here. And Diane, I believe you are one of those. And Deborah Lucas. I wish I had them on the top of my head here. Christy is another one. Randy Lucas. And just we need to get together as a group or individually, it doesn't matter, and work on a plan to get those 60 points, or if it's a double, 100 points for two people. It's right down here. It shows exactly what needs to be done for that. And it's the points that you need by sponsoring people, or say you've sponsored 5 people at 200 in 1 month, you'll get some points for that as well. So get out your cruise tracker and look at that. Does anybody have any questions so far? I'm just going on and on and on because I'm excited about what's happening. Any questions? You know, I do think I see something in the chat up here. Yeah, Greece would be great. Yes, it would. Okay, so let me go on to the next slide. I hope that you all joined. I did see quite a few people on earlier today, in fact, just an hour ago, the Behind the Science with Mary Esther Gilbert on RLX, and we learned about the banana. You know, I've heard her say that before, that it's the happy fruit. And yeah, and she was able to go a lot more into that. That was a really good conversation, and I love it when she gives so much information and we don't have to worry about remembering it because it's all recorded. And we have a lot of these available to us in our rapid funnel. And then we can always go to our Telegram. I don't have that on here right now, but I do have our Telegram link. You download the app, and there's a lot of those that are in there, excuse me, from corporate USA. You'll find a lot of her, in fact, all the new resources are there. And above all, I want you guys to remember, we have these APLGO USA and Canada monthly Zoom calls. And the APLGO Nation is the first Monday of every month. If it's a holiday, it's going to be the next day. And they promise never to make it at the same time. We have our Team Go Extreme overview. So that was kind of a mix up this last Tuesday. But Behind the Science is the second Monday of every month. And we always know in advance, about the Friday before, when we're on our corporate director call, what that product is going to be. And now they're starting to put it out even earlier on a Telegram. And this is all good because we know you guys wait to place the order because it's buy 2, get 2 for free when that time happens. And then we also do our company overview the third Wednesday of every month. And the reason we're only doing this 1 day a month is because there's so many leaders now that are doing their very own overviews. And there's so many. I mean, you guys ought to see the calendar now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show that to you here in a little bit. But just write these down. I think I sent you out a calendar on Team Visionaries that you can throw some things in there as well. So it is promo time. When have we not had a promo? Well, one of the things Sergi wants to do is to make sure that something is going on all the time in the United States and Canada and the Philippines. And he wants to make sure that everybody's engaged and making something happen. Well, guess what, you guys? This one is not done by Sergi. Tina and Kelly get the same exact feeling, the same motion, the same movement, the same, I want to do this to keep the United States the biggest team ever feeling. And people, you know, you're gonna remember them because of the way they make you feel. So they started their own. The BTY has, well, actually, this one right here is purchase any 2 items and receive BOGO. This is done with Tina. I had to look at that twice because I know I got 3 of the same slides here. If you do place that order of any of the beauty products, just make sure that you message me or Tina and with the order number and your mailing address, and we'll get those free products out to you. So that's one of them that's going on right now. The other 2 are, this was just announced yesterday, I believe. If you get paid as a managing director, and that means 5,000 on your lesser, 5,000 or more on your lesser leg in the month of January, you're going to get a box of air and Happy sent to you. That's $160 value. On the other side, if you bump that up and get to corporate director in the month of January, you rank up. This is for the USA, Canada, and the Philippines only. You're paid as a corporate director. And by the way, that means that your PV volume, look at that and make sure that you don't just do the 40, that you've actually done the 140. I believe it's 140. That's what mine is for corporate director. So you can get paid as that the next month. That's 12,501 on your lesser leg in the month of January. And you are going to receive one of every single one of our beauty products. And I think we've got 9 now. There's 9. I've got them all sitting right here in front of me. And I got to tell you, I know Diane, you're on here as well, and you use that all the time. I love to wash my face at night, get all that stuff off. And once a week, I'm using the face mask, and it's just beautiful. I didn't realize you could just leave the whole thing on. You take off what you can, and then you leave the rest on and let it do its magic overnight. But everything is working so wonderfully. I love it. No chemicals, no parabens, nothing added. It is wonderful. So look more into that. And we are going to start doing training for people that want to be a beauty educator. Okay, let's just start with that. We're not quite sure what we're going to call it yet, but Tina D'Angelo has already put together a beautiful folder with everything in it that she used when she was doing her educational overview in Cancun. And I loved it. So, I mean, we all did. So it's step by step, and she's going to start doing training on that. So when we find out when that's going to be, I'll let you guys know if anybody wants to join in on that. It's an incredible thing to be doing. And I got to tell you, up here in Alaska, dry skin, oh my gosh, this has been wonderful for it. And I know there's a lot of estheticians, beauticians up here that would love to be able to be using this as well. Okay, I know I'm full of words right now. So, and if anybody has anything to say, I do have the chat on here, and I only see there's a couple things in it now, but go ahead and pump something in there if you have a question, and I'll get back with you on that as well. So get ready, everybody, because we're going to be putting together a multi-organ metabolic reset. And these are going to be the main products that are going to be used. We don't know really, it's going to be 3 or 4 of them, might be all 5, 6, during the day. A few of them you're going to be taking together. I know ICE is probably going to be another one of those, but MLS, HPR, and Norm have been the biggies to put together. And then these other ones are just additions on top of it. But you can see what organs these are going to get ready for our new product that's coming up really soon. I should have put this one in front of the other one, but we do have Happy and Air, just so you know. Happy and Air will be ready again in January. And we love those. I've been using the air so much every day to help get rid of this congestion in my lungs. So here we are, the new products that are coming. The PFT is perfect. And there's going to be more information coming on that soon. And we're going to be doing the metabolic reset first in the month of January. And there will be a special on those products, you guys, in a kit. So you'll hear about that in about a week. And the other thing we have coming is coffee, Americano coffee. And I got to try this while we were on the cruise in Egypt. And I got to tell you, I am not a instant coffee drinker. No way. Ain't going to happen. And I just thought, it's Sergi's. I think I better try it because I am a definite connoisseur of good coffee, coffee grounds. And I know some of you don't even drink coffee. There's quite a few people that don't drink coffee, but 90% of the population does. So it's going to be an added benefit for some of those that do like that morning coffee thing. So when I saw them putting it in a cup about 4 ounces, 5 ounces of hot liquid in it, and they put 2 packets in there, I thought, oh, this is going to be not good. It's going to be bitter. I don't know if those were Sergi's instructions. You know, I can kind of see the look on his face. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Da, da, da. and and then they passed it around and I was in the front row. I took my first sip and I was like, wait a minute. And I don't use sugar. I do use a creamer to kind of take the bitterness out. It didn't need any of that. It was so smooth. And you guys, this is not a sales pitch. I like coffee and it's got to be good. And it was good. So I was pretty impressed. This we can be using as promotional items. We could be giving boxes away for people that are recognized for something, or just another item other than our drops and the skincare to be using for marketing purposes. Okay. So anyway, I was pretty impressed, you guys, from a coffee connoisseur. There you go. So here is the calendar that I've set out there, and I just added down here every day, Monday through Friday, the personal development training. I went ahead and printed this calendar off, and as you can see, it's color coded for Rockstar Zoom, Go, and APLGO Live.us. And I added in all the other things that I have going on with, you know, the mastermind and a corporate director call. And the only day I have nothing going on is Thursday. So that could be an absolutely incredible day to be doing Zooms for you guys, along with other ones too. I mean, most of my stuff is done in the morning. And but Thursday and Wednesday seem pretty wide open, and I think those would be great. Saturdays are always open, you guys. I don't shut it down on the weekend. So that's available for you. And go ahead and let's start filling that out, especially the people that want to finish or get started or get going on part 2 of the cruise. And here is our personal development. I love Tina's name that she put on this. This is the January calendar of events for those trainings. And we've already done all of these. And today, I got to tell you, that was, I love that one, commitment and how to set realistic goals. That was good. Now, Tina didn't do that. That was done by Julia today, and kind of spur of the moment because, you know, Kelly had a surgery on his arm and Tina had to take him to the doctor. But anyway, we got a really good overview of that today, and you'll be able to see those, every single one of those recordings on our Team Go Extreme under the post for the personal development for massive results. So everything will be there if you're looking for them. Every single one of these will have a recording after it. I can't wait till I'm able to do mine, because Julie and I are doing this one on overcoming discouragement. Anybody ever been discouraged? Yeah, got a great one for that. And this is one of my favorite, who needs to be kicked off your bus. You guys, I've done a whole seminar on that, and I cannot wait to do it. So this is going to be fun. All of these topics are incredible, powerful self-development, and they're coming from great resources. So, and then to track everything, you guys, I finally pulled it out again, and I'm using this since the 31st of December and filled it up through the 9th, and I'm already starting to see a hole on things that I don't really do a lot of, and that is adding 10 social media friends. It's like I get 1 or 2 in here, not 10. So it's like a big hole right through here for mine. You guys are going to find where yours is too. And you don't have to do everything on here. Tina went over this whole thing last night. Do what you can. And I got to tell you, if you want to make a change, you've got to change. So if you're doing between, 20%, you're going to keep right where you are. 30%, you're definitely going to keep where you are. You're getting up 50, 60%, you're going to see a little bit of change. 70, 80%, you're going to see a big jump. When you get to that 80 to 90, because hardly anybody ever does 100%. If they do, they're lying. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. So that 80 to 90%, that's when you really see things happening. And stay congruent with your tracking every single day. Be consistent with it. have it be what you are and not something that you're not, because it's so much easier to be who you are than something you're not, right? So anyway, here's what I have to offer you guys. I want to give this to the team Visionaries people only, because that's the only way I can move it over to your account, is if you put together, I want you to do a launch event, schedule a date and time with your sponsor or upline leader, do a private Zoom presentation. And as you can see, those for me, that would be Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, even Sunday, if you can put people together on Sunday. Create an invitation. I can help you with that. I've got tons of them on Canva. And then you send those out, invite. Now, if you can have at least 4 people, non-associates, you guys, these are brand new people, prospects, at your launch event, yeah, they need to be on the Zoom. And I'll do an overview for you, quick, sweet, to the point, no longer than 30 minutes, answer questions and get them enrolled if that's what they want to do. Hopefully it's not their first introduction to APLGO, and you can have some successes with that, okay? Once your launch event is complete, $100 will be transferred to you, and that's 1 per associate. That's going to go from now, actually the 1st of January, all the way through to March 31st of this year. So I just want you guys to know, I like to do little things too. Tina's got me on spot with doing other things, but that I think is a good one for us. So again, I want to thank Daniel for putting that really cool visual together and adding all of our products on there. And you guys have a really good rest of your night. I'm going to go ahead and turn the recording off and see if I can answer some questions here.